There's one simple rule you can use to ensure you make a huge win in the markets. Welcome to another episode of Money Matters. It's a technique that anyone can do and it's totally free. I'm talking about the power of compounding. Don't believe me? Let me show you how. Now imagine if a student had graduated, got his first job and started to save up some money so that he can start making some investments. Now, let's say he's 25 years old, he's been living, fairly frugally relative to other people, and he's managed to save up some money to invest. So he decides to invest 100,000 Hong Kong dollars. So you can divide that by 10 for British pounds or divide that by 7.8 for US dollars. So 100,000 Hong Kong dollars into an investment. Now, whilst he's working, again, he's being sensible, he's not spending money that he doesn't need to spend, and he manages his expenses quite well, and he's able to save an additional 10,000 per month. So again, divide that by 10 for British pounds and 7.8 for US dollars. So, a reasonable amount, but not wildly crazy. So he does this for the next 35 years, so it's a long time. But he also increases this as time goes on. So he's working very hard, he's pleasing his boss, and every 10 years he increases this by another 10,000 per month. So when he's 35, it's now 20,000 Hong Kong dollars. When he's 45, it's 30,000 Hong Kong dollars, so on and so forth. And he continues on the savings growth rate until age 60, okay? And he's investing it into the markets. Now, by investing wisely and hiring a trusted and reliable investment professional, he's able to achieve, on average, 10% return per annum. After these 35 years of saving and investing, he's contributed a total of 9,700,000 Hong Kong dollars. So a sizable sum, but that's what happens when you're frugal, you're sensible, and you manage your expenses well. And I'll cover this in another video of how you can manage your expenses so that you've got more money to save and invest in another video. So 9.7 million in total. Sounds crazy, but we're talking savings over 35 years, okay? So what is this worth now? The answer, hold your breath, $60,198,696. Again, so slightly over 60 million. Divide it by 10 for British pounds and divide by 7.8 for US dollars. That's over 6 times the amount he put in the first place. And if we take a look at the breakdown of his contributions, it's the contributions in his early years that really make a larger difference to the sum than the contributions in the later years. Even though his contributions in the later years are far, far larger, because remember, he's increasing his contributions as the years go on, but actually it's his early contributions that pull their weight and contribute to this 60 million. Now, if all these figures seem unrealistic for you, that's fine. Change them. It's all relative, and it doesn't matter if you change them because it's all relative to your circumstances. The point is, if you make the effort to invest early, and it's a sizable sum for what you earn, for what you're worth, then in the end, that's going to be a sizable sum for you when you come to take that money out. Because when it comes to compounding, every cent really makes a difference in the early years because it has that chance, the time to grow exponentially, as you can see on the gradient of this chart here. And it's had this snowball effect on the sums of money that you invest in the early years. Okay, so some people say, well, Jason, what if the markets fall? What if they crash? I've seen the markets crash before. That is true, but given time, markets eventually rise. And I will cover that in the next video, in the next episode of Money Matters. So watch out for that next. So by having a plan, being disciplined and being committed to that, you'll benefit from delayed gratification. Let the current you put some money away and let compounding make that a humongous sum for the older you. Create your dream lifestyle through this one simple investment trick. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Money Matters. Put your comments below, subscribe. Let me know what other topics you would like to hear from me in future episodes of Money Matters, and I'll see you on the next episode.